You know what? Listen. Right. Hello, 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 you all, and welcome to Spill It, Child. Spill your guts. Spill your guts with Spillitboy TV. What is going on? What is going on? It is so good to see you all. Listen, I am not going to be here long, but I was tiptoeing through the streets. Oh, God. I was tiptoeing through the streets. First of all, let me just go ahead and cover this. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, because a lot of you all I haven't seen. I have not seen since the new year rolled in, baby. The ball dropped, and here I is. Here I is. So the ball dropped. It's good to see you all. Spill your guts. I'm going to go through really, really fast. I'm going to explain what this segment is. It is just that. It is a segment. It is a segment underneath the Spillitboy TV umbrella. Um, Hi, Demetra Little. How are you, love? Happy New Year, sweetheart. Tom Tom, I'm so glad you're here. You are one of the people that are actually on my list. I actually, in the first, this is episode 2 of Spill Your Guts. In the first episode of Spill Your Guts, Tom Tom was actually here. So I got a little message for you. So just hold your seat tight, Tom Tom. Okay. But let me finish explaining real fast. Spill Your Guts is a spot where I just kind of chill and do what I want to do. Beyonce Aguilera. What's going on, love? Hey, sis. What's going on? Happy New Year, my heart. What's going on? I see my D-Cop. D-Cop for life more. Hi, D-Cop. But when we come here to spill your guts, I basically say and do what I want. I say and do what I want. It's a segment I created because I'm not cussing anyone out. I'm not cleaning up. I'm not doing a show review. I'm not, there's nothing particular that I was doing. And I said, well, I might be ranting about something. I may be asking a question because sometimes God knows people think I know everything, but I know for a fact that I don't know everything. So there needed to be a space where I could just sometimes just say, hey, and talk to y'all. And that is what Spill Your Guts is. It's more so it's me spilling my guts. Sometimes I don't know stuff. So I want to kick it with you and bounce it off of you. And that's that. And maybe I could walk away with an aha moment, or maybe we just walk away with a good goddamn laugh. I'm down for all of it. So y'all know there's a lot of different sides to me. So you just got to walk with me. That's it. I thought you always say and do what you want. I do. I do what I want, how I want, when I want. But sometimes I do question myself and say, let me go bounce it off my people. What is the point of having all these people who love you and hate you? Catch that. What is the point of having all these people who love you and hate you? Because I got some of each. I got some folks that can't stand my black ass, but they're going to be here every time I push the button. What is the point of having those people if you can't bounce off of them and say, hey, what do you think about this? And then you can make your own decision from there. That is a blessing. It is a blessing. I say what I say. I do what I want to do. I do all that stuff. I talk my stuff, but I don't have all the answers. I don't. And I'm not that bullheaded and that narcissistic to sit up and act as though I do. You know what I mean? It's just, eh. So this is the space where I will actually do that. And those of you who actually enjoy that part of me, by all means, don't miss it. Come on down and hang out with me. Those of you who don't really care for it, just catch me on something else because I do all kind of stuff. So let me go back to the last episode of. Oh, and also I will be doing. There will sometimes be like interviews. There's just some people that I want to talk to. There are some people I want to talk to and interview, and I don't know. I didn't know exactly where to put them. So it is what it is. You say, well, you're in your renaissance. Listen, I'll go for that. I'll go for that. So Tom was here in the first episode that I did a few days back. And in the chat, when I went back through, and I don't usually do this, I don't usually go back through my chats, but with the nature of what this segment is, I said, I think I should go back through the chat and make sure that I didn't miss anything. Um, Tom wrote in the chat, my first competition, my first drag competition that I won was hosted by you in 2003. And I was so glad that I actually went back and I actually seen that. So I want to thank you for hanging with me this long and still loving on me this long. And, we were gone off of the live whenever that actually happened. And I felt bad because I was like, shoot, of all the comments that I actually could have missed, I missed that one. I'm I'm glad that you're back and that I'm able to tell you, listen, thank you so much for being around and hanging with me. And hell, that's a big part of my journey. So, me and my little drag stuff and all of that, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So I definitely wanted to tell you, hey, Tom, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate that, baby. I really, really do. Um, also, uh, there was also Blue Butterfly. Blue Butterfly came through, and Blue Butterfly had actually said to me that something I had done on a Ask James had actually helped her. The response had actually helped her. So I definitely wanted to let her know that that segment is not gone. It will definitely still be here, and I will be doing some Ask James stuff in 2024. So by all means, Miss Toby was actually here. She had a question, and we're actually going to get into that. It was so funny. I wrote it down and I said, I'm going to definitely get into Miss Toby. And her question. Her question was, what is the difference between YouTubers and content creators? Well, the truth of the matter is, if y'all look real close in the chat right now, do you all see that? You see this right here? That's the difference between a content creator and an actual YouTuber. And I'll explain later. But for now, we'll do that. So, all right. So, we'll get into that. And we're actually going to talk about that a little bit. That was part of my walkthrough. That's part of my walkthrough. And I said, oh, look at that, Miss Toby's question. And then I had some people who actually did some super chats and some cash apps. And of course, I will not say names for cash apps and stuff. I thank you all. A lot of people have their cash app laced to their real names. So, I don't want to, put anybody in any type of a position. But people who actually did that, thank you. You already know how I feel about that kind of thing. Whatever you pour into me, I always pour back into the channel. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Tracy, with the goddamn tea. Hey, Tracy. How you doing, baby? Happy New Year, Trace. Okay, so let's go on. Let me see. Tom was saying something else to me. Hold on. I see somebody was trying to do me. I told you got people who hate you and people who love you. It's crazy. It really is. Okay, wait a minute. I see you out there, Dwayne. Yeah, we're gonna talk about food too. Food. Because I have a little thing, I do a little thing with food. Deshaun said, I love the color purple. It was beautifully a masterpiece. But I want to know about this boozy guy. What does he have with the um LGBT? That's all he talks about. Two women are kissing. You know what? That video that I did on that, as I did that video, he got a whole lot with it. But I feel like he's just trolling us. I really do. That's in the nutshell. In my last episode, you can go back and actually watch that. Because it's there's more said. But all in all, I feel like Boosie is trolling us. I feel like he's trolling us. I feel like he um he just he takes every opportunity that he can to attack the gays, and that's just his thing. I don't know if he even believes the things that he's saying. I think it's really all about exposure and being seen. And that's that. You say, oh, okay, here it is. You've always been someone who saw me for who I am. My drag freed me. Listen, I love that. I love that. Thank you, Tom. Tom, I appreciate it, baby. So listen, and this is gonna be messy. This is gonna be messy. Or I was doing a messy walk. Hey, Daz. So I was tiptoeing through the damn tulips and walking around. Okay, tiptoeing through, walking around. Who is this? Who is this? What are you talking about, David? I don't know who you are, but you're trying to tell me something, and I think I missed the top part. I don't know what you're making reference to. Um, but I guess whatever it was, it really seemed to have tickled you. But I don't know who or what you're talking about, sweetheart. So I kind of missed that first part. So maybe you might want to retype what it is that you're talking about. That'll be great. Lamone, what's going on? He said you're in the clouds. Okay. Happy New Year, Lamone. I see Dovey. Come on, Dovey. Hi, Miss Dovey. How you doing, baby? Supreme number one. Three. Sorry, Supreme number three, which is Abby Reviews. The Boosie ain't been right since he saw the men hunching in prison. Right. Now, I believe something. That's why I said he need to go and do some soul searching and maybe sit down and talk to somebody, because it sacked his soul, honey, for some reason, and he need to get himself together and work through that. He really, really does. He needs to get himself together and work through that. She was saying you gotta get your back because wait a minute. Okay, hold on, homeschooler. She was saying, oh, that's a she. She was saying you gotta get your get back because he lit you up. I don't know who the he is that he's talking about. So the thing is, I don't ever really have to get back, because if I've got you, you've been got. And everybody knows when I get you, you've been got. So I don't need to get back, child. He was coming for Little Nas X to something's deep rooted. Right. And the thing with Little Nas X, he was coming so hard at Little Nas X because Little Nas X is the master troll. Little Nas X is the master troll. And I don't think there's anybody who trolls as well as Little Nas X. And I think that's how he ended up getting the target on his back. I really do. I think I don't know. I said she, but it's a he. I guess somebody was talking about, child, it ain't all that important, homeschooler child. It ain't all that important. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they'll retype it if they really want me to know. It ain't that important, I don't guess. Probably. If it was that important, I'd have known about it. I'd have seen it. But I haven't seen it. So, poo on that. Okay, so let's go to what I actually clicked the button for. I clicked the button because, of course, you all know I play around in the food thing too. So I got a channel that is Are You Hungry? And I'll post them and you'll find my food. You might find my food videos on any of my channels. I just have a good time with it and I like to talk about food and sometimes I'll sit down and have lunch with y'all. And you know, that whole thing. We do the food thing, we talk about food, we swap recipes, we do all that. Now, in my travels, got to be more careful. Baby, I ran across this. What is this? What is this? Now, I know the person who actually did this, but I'm not giving out any shine, so I'm not doing that. We're not building any channels for any people that I don't really care for. I don't really care for the person. So, no, we're not doing any free promo for the person. I'm not real sure what it is. Now, Dovey Milton says that it's chicken and noodle soup. Okay. What is that? Only thing I can make out is the egg noodles and the sausage link. That's where I got confused. Now, Miss Dovey, you said chicken noodle soup. I don't see no whole lot of chicken, Dovey. I do not see a lot of chicken, my love. And I see other stuff floating in here. I see, is that a ice cream scoop of white rice? And it looked like day old white rice because it's kind of shiny. You know, when rice is shiny, that means it's 9 times out of 10, it's kind of cold and kind of old. Then I'm looking at the broth itself. The broth is thin and greasy because there's grease floating on top of that broth. And that might have something to do with that sausage link in there. Where did the sausage link come in at? And over, I see a big hunk of celery and look like 1 carrot. You know, the price of carrots has been up. So I see that it's a carrot chip. It's a carrot chip. And yeah, on the side, I actually see a bottle of prescription pills, which pretty much explains it all. Because this is not a table, or is it? Is the table adorned with a towel? That's a towel. That's a bath towel that the soup is laying on. That ain't no tablecloth. This is a mess right here. Now let me just give a little sideways shady background, honey. Now it looks like the house. Now Tom, old Tom. Stop it. So listen. The person who did this, Regina, you're not blocked. I can see you. Baby. I'm not blocked. The person who did this, not long ago, they were on YouTube begging for money to pay for their rent. Okay? They were just on here, just panhandling and just begging for rent money. Okay? Now, at the time, I felt like the whole thing was a scam because there was a whole situation wrapped around it. You wanted this rent money from these people. You're not a content creator. So there really was no reason for anybody to donate anything to you other than the reason that you were broke down, busted, and disgusted and hadn't paid your rent. So I'm like, okay, so this person is broke. Now, when I seen this, I said, wow, it's been a couple months. I guess they're still broke because how thin that broth is says that they're just as broke as that dish that they made. You could dang near see the bottom of the bowl with how thin the broth is. Again, it's lacking chicken. I don't know about that piece of hot dog thrown up in there for no reason. You don't have enough carrots. And it just looks a damn mess. It really, really does. And I'm going to tell you what it actually looks like. This doesn't look like a dish that anybody planned out. I see in there, Miss Dovey said that maybe it's Jamaican food. I'm not going to put that on my Jamaican brothers and sisters. I ain't never seen nobody Jamaican just throw together no mess like that. I don't, that is exactly what that is. That is thrown together. This is what this reminds me of. Now, y'all tell me. It looks like somebody who is broke, busted, and disgusted tried to do two things. They're trying to put themselves on, I guess, as maybe a content creator all of a sudden, possibly. And that would answer to Miss Toby's question. What are the difference between a content creator and a YouTuber? A content creator actually has talent. A content creator actually does just that. They create content. Sometimes it's things that you have never seen before, something that's totally something different and new that they're bringing to the table. Sometimes it's their spin on something that's already been done. That's most of the time what it is, because we basically all be doing the same thing. But what are you going to do to make yours stand out? But it requires talent. It requires talent. You have to have a mind, to imagine things. You have to have a quality where people are drawn to you and people want to see what is it that you're thinking this time. These are all the things that make you an actual content creator. You have a vision. You have a vision and you have a purpose. A YouTuber is somebody who literally just clicks on and they just go. They just go. They just click it on and try to see what happens. A lot of times you'll see them say, "Oh, well, come on. What y'all doing? What y'all saying?" Now, see, I can do that. I can do what y'all doing, what y'all saying. But see, I already seen something for myself. And I'm a master storyteller. So I can sit down, I can tell you what's going on. I give you my version of what I saw. You tell me what you saw, and then we could actually have a conversation about it. Somebody else who is actually just a YouTuber, they just click it on. And basically, when you look around, basically everybody's talking except for them. Everybody's talking except for them. They can't hold the room. They can't hold your interest by themselves. They're just there. They're just there. So that is the difference between a content creator and a YouTuber. YouTubers don't really have any type of, they have no purpose. They are just there. They just click their button and they want to hang out. A content creator has a vision. A content creator has a purpose. A content creator, God damn it, they got content. They have content. And that's really, it's really cut and dry. This right here, see, everybody's not meant to make food dishes and post them. This baby here, this baby don't pay rent. So what would make you think that you would be the person that would be needing to post food? And look at it. Look at it. And I agree. I believe this is somebody cleaning out their cupboard. And they said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. It reminds me of jail. It reminds me of the projects. It reminds me of scratching and surviving. That's what it reminds me of. Hanging in the child line. That's what it reminds me of. That's every goddamn thing that was in the child line. Everything that was in the food bank that you had over your place. And then you're going to try to throw it up here and make a soup. Listen, there's no issue with you even doing that, because if you got to eat, you got to eat. But see, if you were a content creator or you were qualified to be a content creator, you know that you don't post everything. You don't post everything. Especially when you got people who you don't like, who you've bothered, who you've said nasty things about, and then you come down and this is what you present. Are you feeling okay? This is what you present. What the hell do you even call it? And is that a cucumber, y'all, in the middle, or is that a potato? I don't think it's a potato because it's kind of yellowish or greenish or something. And that looked like that might have been a gizzard. It's just a damn mess, is what it is. I just can't get into it. Now, here's the thing. And again, do I consider myself a food? Well, I am a food channel. I have a food channel. So I guess I could consider myself that. But I play, I'm a storyteller. That's what I do. I am a storyteller, and I am a reviewer of shows and movies and things. And I like to talk about celebrity stuff. Everything else I'll be kind of like playing in. I like to play, but I have a vision and I have a purpose. So I can actually do that. I can bounce and I can play. If you're going to play in the food, it has to be delectable. It has to be something someone would want to eat. Try some things. Now, see, look here. Now, look at that soup. Now, look at that. Now, that's a bowl of black eyed peas from Are You Hungry? You see the difference? Not a content creator. Content creator. It's all in the presentation. Don't nobody want to eat that soup. I ain't seen not one person say they wanted to eat that soup, child. Not one person. Hello, Chantal, my love. How are you? Don't nobody want none of that soup, child. That soup is horrible. It's wretched. It's giving me Oliver Twist. It's giving Mrs. Hannigan down to the daggone orphanage. That soup is horrible. And I keep calling it soup. Can you really call a soup with that much grease floating on it? When you take and you have something in a pot that you make with some grease, like just say you fried a few pieces of chicken in a regular little pot and you use some grease, and then you take and you put some water in it. You put some water in it when you're getting ready to start to wash it. That's what that broth, that so-called broth, looks like. There's an awful lot of grease floating on top of that. And I'm telling you, that big old piece of hot dog in there is just not helping at all. At all. And look at what time it is. And this should be something that actually really draws us in. We should want to know what all this is. Now, I'm asking, what is this in here? But I'm not asking because I want to duplicate it. I wouldn't put that anywhere near my mouth. Ever. I've never been that hungry. Ever. Thank God, honey. Thank God. And I don't think, is that a Vienna sausage? It's kind of big for a Vienna sausage. I think that's a hot dog. I think that's a leftover hot dog, child. And here's the thing. Comfort food. This should be something right now. It is January the 6th. It is snowing here in Pittsburgh. We got snow. I should be in a position where comfort food is what you're actually looking for right around these times. Something like a bowl of beans. A bowl of beans, perfect comfort food. How about a stuffed pepper? Now, here's something that actually has other things mixed in. This is a stuffed green pepper. There's rice, there's ground meat, there's mushrooms, there's other green pepper chopped up in there. There's onions, all of that in there. There's a mix of things, but it dang sure don't look like that. So here's the thing. I don't know what was the purpose of this. If it was to gross us out, mission accomplished. If it was to actually try to become a content creator, man, YouTuber on the rise, honey. YouTuber on the rise. Now look at it. Food Junkie said, what is this mess you're showing us? Child, this is what I'm showing you, Food Junkie. Lifestyles of the broke and penniless, honey. I'm showing you food bank swag, honey. That's what I'm showing you. That's what I'm getting from it. It's football season, for crying out loud. The Steelers were playing today. It's football season. You know, when it's football season, I make my world famous chicken salad. Child, if you can if you can't if you can't pull off a good comfort dish, then you can at least be popular, honey, and make some world famous chicken salad, honey. Listen, my chicken salad is world renowned chicken salad, honey. It's loved by many, honey. My chicken salad. Oh, oh. My chicken salad. My chicken salad can make you feel things. Ask me how I know. You can make you some chicken salad. Hey, now you can find that recipe over on SpillitBoyTV. You can also find it on Are You Hungry? Because it's world renowned. So you can get it on several channels, honey. Chicken salad. But don't you sit around and feed nobody the likes of that old nasty, greasy soup, honey. Just horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Okay, I done clowned enough with you all. Listen, I told you I wasn't going to be here with you long. I just was walking through the streets. I seen it, and I've never seen soup. I have, right, Cosmic Girl. I've never seen, even when, see, this is the funny thing. My grandmother used to do an actual vegetable soup, and that was her. That was, her thing was she's cleaning out. I'm cleaning this refrigerator. And she would make this soup, honey, and the soup would be everything. It would be everything. I can't even do it. I can't even duplicate it. I don't even try to duplicate it. It's something that my grandma used to do. And listen, when you seen her and you knew what she was doing, baby, the family showed up. Folks that was in the area, not in the area, baby. Everybody coming with their dishes, baby. Trying to take. I would bet my last $20, honey. My last $20. Ain't nobody been past that house to lift that nasty bath towel or that plate of whatever that foolishness is that we've been presented with. I promise you they were. That ain't no baby carrot. That's a carrot chip. It was all that was left. And that hot dog, I can't. I cannot. Anyway, listen. I just wanted to come and poke at you all and have a little bit of fun with y'all and really bounce this off of y'all. This is really what Spill Your Guts is all about. It's just me acting a fool, me acting up. And listen, I appreciate that y'all come in and watch to see what kind of foolishness I got up my sleeve. Listen, you all have a great weekend. If it is snowing where you are, be careful. Take your time. Ain't nowhere that you going that you got to get there that fast. Slow down. Don't be out there driving like it's raining. It's not raining, baby. It's snowing. Okay? I want to be able to talk to you, not about you or how I used to talk to you. All right. And on that, I'm getting on up out of here. Again, I've had fun. Thank y'all for hanging out. And I will see you all next time. Later. You know what? Listen.